Hello, everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. I don't even have a weather report for you today. I went grocery shopping, had to put them away and have some lunch, and I'm here, but I'm here, and I'm here on time. Hey, Barbara, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Today we're going to play a prompt game kind of thing. So I've got a couple of magazine images beside me that I would like to use. One is going to be the background, one's focal point. And I'd like to do mine in a 4 by 6 inch area. I want to do 10 prompts. So the first prompt is going to be the focal image, and number 4 is going to be Bling. That was Teresa's choice for yesterday, and since she can't be here because of her surgery, we will use the Bling idea and think about her. So those of you who follow me on IG or we're friends on IG, whatever. Those of you who create, I sent you, a few of you, hey, Belinda, nice to see you, hun. I sent a stream, a little reel about a lady who, I don't know if it's a lady or a man, took a cassette tape, like a music tape, us old people know what they are, unreeled it, flipped it over, and drew little books on it. And then hi, Brenda, nice to see you. And Sherry, awesome, nice to see you. So then they spooled it back up and they labeled it books on tape. They drew books all the way along the little strip. Well, I loved the idea, but I don't have a cassette tape. I can't work that small anymore. But I did this on a 3/4 inch piece of copy paper. Maybe it's a cardstock. It's a little bit thicker than copy paper, or it's a very heavy, whatever it is. So I did it and followed their idea and did a little strip. Come on, can you focus? Doesn't want to focus. Oh, are we going to have a day? No. Am I in the wrong spot? Anyway, I did a length of books and I doodled on the spines and I colored them all in. Basically, she just rectangles and stacks of books and like a sloppy bookshelf kind of thing. And I had to try it because we all know I love adding books to things because reading and education is so stinking important to life. So I did this and I think I'm going to do 3 or 4 more. Then I'm going to scan them in so that I'll have little book borders and that kind of stuff. Yes, I saw that you responded to me, Belinda. You made the comment about books on tape, which triggered me to remember that. Anyway, I thought that this was a lot of fun. So, I have to share with you what I do and sometimes where my mind is not at. All right, so we're going to play a prompt game today. Number 1 prompt is going to be focal image. So I pulled this out to be my focal image. As I say, I want to do mine on a 4x6 area because I want to use it as a postcard. I have to do 5 postcards. And I figured this would be a fun one to do. So this is going to be my focal point. And this is going to be my background. So I just have to figure out where this is a 4x6 area. I'm pretty sure it's a 4x6 area. We'll just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4x5? No. Is it 3x5? Oh no. I thought I had a 4x6 inch spot. Well, I'm going to have to measure. Rats. Okay, so I'm going to start by cutting this down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask each and every one of you for a prompt. And kind of want the center area here. I guess I should have made sure I cut that at least 4, right? Let's get the cutting board. Get the cutting board. So yeah, like I said, this is going to be my focal point. I saw another lady who did a mixed media, cards, and she used faces, full faces, on a leaf, and then a very interesting background. So, okay. I think I'm going to take just a little bit off this grass. And so now I want to do this for, turn it around. I guess I'll use this side because that's the cut edge from the book. This side I tore. So it's not probably level. So there's 4. It's not quite straight. I don't know about you guys. I have a really hard time getting things straight on here. So that train's going to take up quite a bit of it, but I'm going to kind of work around it depending on the prompts you guys give me. And then 6, I am going to guesstimate it because to me, this cutter, aside from taking up the whole stinking desk, and my desk is a mess, I'm not sure exactly where the 6 is because it's got this fold part. And the 6 is kind of cut off. I'm going to kind of wing it. I might give it just a little bit more than the 6. And we got to do it this way because I want the tree. Oi! And then I'm confused. So I'm going to do it just to there, and I can trim this other side off. You know, I'm going to do it there. And then I can trim this edge off at the 6. You know, as I was saying in the beginning, I went grocery shopping this morning, came home, put the groceries away, made lunch, and I'm here because I had to set this up. And I kind of finished planning out the rest of what we planned. So I'm prepared, but I'm still in the kind of planning stage of the preparedness, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably about 6.5. So I'm going to draw a line here so that I know that that's roughly what I need. Hey, Anne, nice to see you. Oh, the kids are making jewelry. Well, hello. Hello. I don't suppose that you guys got your envelope yet. Hi, Lee. All right, so we're going to kind of go down the row here. Number 1 is the focal image. It's going to be these eyes. I need a prompt for number 2. I want all the prompts first. So I'm kind of going to go down in order. Barbara, are you here? Barbara? Barbara's not answering. Sherry, I need a prompt, hun. Oh, Barbara, are you here? No, Belinda. Sherry, can I get a prompt, hun? Please? Number 1 is focal image. Number 4 is bling. Sherry also is not here. Oh, she replied. Oh, that's awesome. I'm thrilled. Okay. Barbara's not answering. Sherry's not answering. Oh, Marks. Sherry says Marks. All right. Brenda. Brenda. I need a prompt, please. Brenda's busy. Number 4 is Bling because Teresa gave it to us yesterday. She's not here today because she's having surgery. Number 5. Lee, do you want to give me a prompt? She's got an ATC notebook. Oh, fantastic. Oh, book page? Okay. Book page is number 3. 4 is Bling, number 5. Lee, any ideas for a prompt? Okay. Anne. Anne? Anne, want to give me a prompt? Please? Hello. Or Evangeline, do you want... Oh, Milo says collage of a Goonie bird. You know what, Milo? I'm using this stuff today. But you know what? I can make you a collage of a Goonie bird for sure. Would you like me to send you one? The way I sent Evangeline her ATC? I'm looking for one kind of a color, maybe. Green paint. Belinda says green paint. That's number 6. Number 5. Milo says yes, please, and red circles. Oh, you guys hate me. Oh, I can do it. Who else is here? Number 7. Something borrowed, something blue. Okay, something blue. I can do something blue. I don't have anything. I can't think of anything to borrow right now. Okay, I need 3 more prompts. Brenda, are you here? Or Barbara, are you back? I can add gold metallic. That, you know what? I can use that for the bling. So that you and orange splots. Okay. Orange spatter. Can I just spatter? 2 more. I've actually been using the gold a fair bit and trying to use it up. Man standing next to the train. I don't know where I'm going to get a man from. This is my focal point, but I could do a man. Oh, I can do a man. Oh, I can do a man. Thread, string, yarn. Okay. Thread, string, yarn. This is going to be fun. All right. So this is my background. I'm going to cut these a little bit. I'm going to do this because they were way too far apart. So I'm going to tear these out. This is the focal image that I'm going to work around. Train may get covered a little bit. Cat building. I've got my 10. We're good, guys. Thank you. Anybody playing along? Asking for a friend. The first one is marks. I'm going to glue these down because I thought that would be kind of fun. So this is going to be, these eyes are going to be there. The rest is going to be whatever it's going to be. But the eyes are going to be kind of like the focal point. Hi, Teresa. I've got your prompt down. Bling. Just kind of clarified it. Going to be using gold paint or mark or something, gold metallic. So I am doing a mixed media. Something here. The eyes are my focal point. The train just happens to be what I'm using as a background because we all know train magazines are what I got. Lots of, lots and lots and lots of marks. All right. So how about I want to use something really black and really dark. Book page. Book page, I can use that Korean dictionary stuff because it's really, really thin. Okay. So, mark making. Let's, how about if we're just going to do some black lines this way in shades of our lovely Jean. And they may get covered, right? Who knows? We don't know what's going to happen. Okay, so we've got some marks. Number 3 is book page. So let's get some of that really thin Korean English dictionary paper. Very, very nice and thin. We're not going to need very much because this is just a 4x6 piece. I don't want anything with too many sharp edges. Now that's 2 pages together. I have to admit, I've been watching this young man. He's about 25 years old. His name is Molly Boy TV. He's got a channel, and he is a hip hop fan, but he's reacting to our era music. So he's been listening to Clapton and Queen, and it's amazing some of these bands that he has never heard in the past. He's British. His reactions, though, guys, are absolutely, absolutely incredible. I'm absolutely loving it. I think I'll put that there. Here. So I think that's good. A little bit more, a little bit more. We can add it. We can add another piece. Let's just do the 2 opposite corners. Yeah, we'll do that. So anyway, if you guys like that oldie goldie music, watching his facial expressions and his take on our music, wow, it makes me listen to the music in a whole different way because it's seeing it through. You know how when you've got a young child and they're experiencing things and the wonder on their faces, you know what I mean? It really, really reminds me of that. So I've really been enjoying, and I don't get anything done when he's on because I'm so intent on watching his facial expressions because he loves music. It's I just love it. Have to admit, I absolutely love it. Although some of the comments, because the people are in their 60s, late 60s, 70s, because it's our music, right? 60s, 70s music is what we enjoy, or some of us enjoy. Anyway, and it's rock, usually rock, not necessarily blues or anything else. He said something about 77. No, that was the year my dad was born. And the guy actually said, or one of the comments was like, okay, you just made me feel like a dinosaur. Your dad was born in 77, right? Just, it's wonderful. I'm having a blast with it. Stop flipping the book page? Well, did I flip it? It's okay. It's book page. There's something on both sides. I was looking to see where the most text was. All right, move down book page. Bling. So I think what I'd like to do is take this gold metallic, it's a Color Factory metallic marker. It's a double end. There's a thicker end and a thinner end. And how about if we outline her eyes with the gold? And you know what? I don't know if we're going to end up seeing those marks or not. I don't know what all is going to be shown. I think what I'll do is just... Oh, that's more of a silver than a gold. Interesting. Very interesting. And then I'm going to do... See, that's not in the... This is... It's got to go here. So I'll do the same thing up at this corner. It's very subtle gold. Because remember, it doesn't go all the way to the edge. Can you see the blingy? All right. Red circles. Now. And then I have to do green paint. Red circles. Okay. We'll use this red marker. And we need something that is going to make circles for me. Unless, we could just do it this way. Take the lid, take the red paint. Or I could use this washer and do red circles. I'm going to be covering up the rest of this train with the green, I'm thinking. We'll see. We'll see. We could do a couple of kinds of red circles. We'll put some red paint down and we will spread it out just a little bit with one of these cards. There was a purple rose underneath that. Guess what? That's going in the garbage. Oops. This is what happens. I did clean my desk and now I don't. Things happen. See, I could have done this red circles. I'm looking for a lid of some sort. I'll use this lid. Why not? So we're going to dip it in the red paint. Dry spot there. Still didn't quite get that area that I was looking for. Third time's a charm. There we go. And one there. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Green paint. Green paint. Hey, Jan. Nice to see you. I have my list of prompts for the day. So the train is the background image. The eyes are my focal points. So the focal point was the number one prompt. Number 2 was marks. So I did the black lines. Number 3 was book page. Number 4 was bling. So I used gold around the eyes and on the corners of the page, kind of thing. That was bling. Then I just did red circles. Now I have to use green paint because you guys chose these for me, and I love you. I have this green. Green paint. So we're going to paint out some of this background. Probably a fair bit of it, I'm thinking. I'll use this brush. Kim threw something in the trash. I did. I threw out a purple rose because it got dipped in the red paint. I did. All right. So we're going to go around the eyes because, oh, look, it's translucent, this here green paint. Interesting. Interesting. I think I should add some white to that, just a little bit. Just so it covers better, because that's not covering. So Milo would like, Milo, do you want it ATC size or do you want it just a bit bigger, honey? Oh, good. Oh, smoke from the fires, yeah. I'm adding white to that green because it's just not giving me the coverage I like, or I'm envisioning. A thicker Goonie bird would be wonderful. Okay. Okay. What's Milo's favorite color? I know Evangeline didn't get to choose all this stuff. There, that's much better. Oh yeah, I can do that. That's gonna. Still not quite getting the coverage that I wanted, but it's much better. I guess I should have gone over the. Still not covering 100%, so I'm just going to go over these marks that are here, just the way they are, the green. I'm greening out pretty much the entire background, except for just this area. It does cover up the gold marker, though. I didn't really want that, but we'll live with it. We won't go much farther. We'll leave that book page as is. Yeah, we'll cover up the bottom of that circle too. Oh, I just dipped that in the red. No, 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 no. Yeah, I actually went and did grocery shopping today. Got an air purifier, like because we have plugs in the car that we can plug appliances into as long as they're under a certain wattage. And so we had that in the car. Yeah, those marks aren't going to be showing right away. Thin the paint out just a little bit. But it's really bad when you get so excited just to go grocery shopping. Say, so we did the big grocery store, and then we went to our favorite butcher and bakery, and got um, some really nice crusty buns to have with our lunch. They make this stuff called farmer's bread. It's multi-grain, and it has molasses in it. It's sweetened with molasses. It's really a heavy, heavy bread. It's crazy how heavy the bread is. But they're huge. They're absolutely huge. So um, I got one of those, and I got them to slice it for me. So they slice it in half lengthwise because seriously, it's this wide. Huge, 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 huge. And then they slice it into regular size slices. So I, get it and throw half in the freezer. And but being farm country, and we have both Amish and the Mennonites in the area, when they say it's farmer's bread, it's really heavy, really nutritious. Packs a punch, it's because even one of the half slices, I could cut it in half and make a sandwich out of it, right? Like, it's amazing. Amazing bread. I think the train's going to get toned down with the green. So it's there in the background. You can see it a little bit. And remember, guys, I don't normally use magazine images. So once again, I've got a challenge ahead of me here. It's 2 days in a row that I'm working on with things that I don't normally do. Okay, where are we go? Yeah, it was that I glad that I got the groceries done. Thanks for coming, Lee. See you soon. Uh, cheered when it went Kim's envelope to the mailbox. Those girls are loud. Awesome. The bread is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Oh, to Manitoba? You know, I would love to get together for coffee with your oldest if they're up to it. Okay. I'm going to really want these eyes to be the focal point. So we're just going to add green inside these red circles. Got paint on here. Sticky, 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 sticky. This is interesting. The brush is a little big for what I'm trying to do. And I admit it, I am using the wrong tool for the project at this point in time. That's your coffee. Did I dip the brush in the coffee? Has anybody seen if I've done that? My coffee is far too close to my muck water. I just dipped it in the water so that I can have the paint do a little bit of a fade in these areas. All right. Interesting, interesting. $12 inches across, 45 inches high. Yeah. No, these are big ovals. Like they obviously they're about this big. They're huge. Absolutely huge. All right. So I did green paint. Now something blue. Something blue. Let's let this paint dry just a little bit. Cool. Yeah, Montreal has old Montreal. It's absolutely stunning from what I understand. Yeah, lots on your mind. You're right. They do look like bubbles. I could turn those into bubbles for sure. For sure. So actually, then what I'll do, now that you've mentioned it, let's do that. I'm going to take some watered down green and I'm going to make sure that these have green inside the red circles. All of them. You know what? Let's just cover the whole book pages in green. I'm going to have to go back and add that bling back. Not that I go back to prompts. Usually I don't. But I think bling needs to be a little bit more. A little bit more bling. And I don't mind going over the red with the green because then it's more brown. Did I say that out loud? All right. So I'm going to turn those into bubbles. You're right. Now it needs to dry just a little bit more. Yeah, I haven't been to the East Coast either. I just see it on GeoGuessr and it's like, I want to go there. I want to explore that. But I mean, that's a heck of a drive. So I would probably, we're actually thinking of maybe flying there and renting a car and then flying back. I don't know. Lots of ideas. Got to see how the smoke is, etc., etc. Something blue, something blue. What I could do. Are you dry? I know it's not dry. It's not bad. I can get away with blue. I have a blue gel pen, and it's a metallic blue gel pen. Yeah, like I say, Brenda, I froze half. Montreal, Toronto, around Lake Superior to Winnipeg. Cool. Cool, cool. So they're driving all the way from their home and up? Is that what's happening? Something blue. Something blue. So I added, you can't see them. Yeah, you can. Little blue lines and the red circles. I think this one needs to be a little bit further. And this one too. Orange spatter. Orange spatter. And a man beside the train. Okay, now let me see if I've got one here. Do not. I thought that I did a run of embossing with my embossing folders and paper. And I have the little Charlie Chaplin man with an umbrella. But they aren't in the stack here. So let's get that train magazine. Because I'm sure we'll be able to find a man in there. Lots of trains, maps. Oh, man. Okay, Teresa, take care, hun. Take care. Yeah, Prairie Dog Central Railway. Blue eyeshadow. Yeah, I can do that. I can add blue above the eyes and along with that gold. Definitely. Right above the gold line. It's actually more of a silver. It's just really weird. Interesting. It is interesting. Maybe she needs some. An idea. Okay, first of all, we need a man. Prairie Dog Central Railway is just outside of Winnipeg. It's an old steam locomotive. If they're into that kind of thing. So they go up and then they have almost like a picnic kind of stop kind of thing. No, I don't need another man. I have Ron. You are right. But I have man as a prompt, standing beside the train. Oh, look at that dude. He could be interesting. I'm going to use him. Got lots of old little men like that. Those would make great postage stamps, guys. No, can't use them for that. I have to use them for postage. Sorry. Need a man. Need a dude. He looks smarmy. Doesn't he look smarmy? think I want to use him. Yeah, they do have a website, Prairie Dog Central. Depends on what they want to look at when they're here. I'm going to cut it from there. We're going to go like this because it's just easier. Oh, did you tell me Milo's favorite color? He has a man. Blue. Okay. Thank you. I need a blue goonie. Beside the train. There. I think I will have to go over it with green paint as well, so it's also in the background. No, I can't because that's not in the order. Okay, so let's just... This edge definitely needs to be torn because, the head and shoulders can be sharp, but the bottom needs to be a little bit less. Yeah, Human Right Museum at the Forks. The Forks is excellent. Oh, foodies. Okay. Yeah, the Forks has interesting. He's very clear. Oh, I should have put him in one of these bubbles. Rats. Okay. So we've got a man. Now we got to do thread, string, yarn, that sort of thing. Let's trim this down. And I'm going to cut it to the 6 inches now, so that I know where I want the string to go. Yeah, see, I did those lines on the edges, and I don't know, they're metallic, but they're not. Cut it to 6 inches. What am I going to use as a measuring rule for 6 inches? We can go like this. Right? Do it this way. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is there. And you're nice and level on that. And you're decent there. There. 4x6. Interesting. I got a lot of negative space here. But that's fine. Needle and thread. I want a thinner needle. I'm thinking. I've got an idea of what I want. I'm just trying to decide what thread I want to use. No. That yellow would go. I think I'm going to use the yellow. Hi, Barbara. We're doing a prompt game. So I started out with a piece of magazine page, background image. You can see the trains in the background. The first prompt was focal point, so I wanted these eyes to be the focal point. Second prompt was marks, so underneath the green paint, you can see the black marks. Then book page, so there's book page on these couple of corners. Number 4 was bling, so I've got metallic around the eyes, and then 5 was red circles. 6 was green paint. 7 was something blue, so I added some blue around the circles to kind of make them look like bubbles. And I added it around the eyes. Oh, you know what? I didn't do the orange spatter. Totally forgot the orange spatter. And I put the guy on already. Okay. I have to orange spatter it before I sew it. Orange spatter. Orange paint. Good luck for that. I have pure pumpkin. Close enough. Close enough. Yeah, so that's what I'm up to today, Barbara. You weren't here. I was asking you for a prompt. I want to do 10 prompts. Oh, that's way too much paint. Anyway, I was doing 10 prompts. And since you were the first in chat, I was asking you for a prompt, but you weren't here. Okay, so I need to water this down. Just trying to think of the easiest way to do it. I was syringe. Just take some of the water, add it to the paint. We're going to water it down because we're using it for a spatter. And a toothpick. This toothpick has a decent amount of paint buildup, so it's going to be more spoonish-like. And of course, the water ran off into the ring around it. Don't want to water it down too much. And I'm going to spatter it on the floor because whenever I spatter it on my desk, I get it all over my screen. And it makes it hard to read. It makes me look at people's images on the screen. I do double takes because it's like, why do they have like a chunk of something on their face? So Ron requested. Well, he didn't request, but I don't think it's really good to have paint on my screen either. So I'm going to just take this over here to the floor. I'll do the spattering, and I will be here, but you just can't see. And you guys know how to spatter anyways, I'm sure. getting it all over everything else. Not, did I really want to get paint on that? Huh. Those of you who know me know that I have lots of stuff on my floor. And it's covered in orange paint now. What do you think? Think I need a little bit more up there? I think I need a little bit more. Far lots of green. Note to self. Put your shoes on before you walk across that wet paint all over the floor. All right. I have lots of orange paint. I'm going to have to scrape it onto something, which is fine. Okay, now I have to wait for the spatter to dry so we can chat. He vacuumed and lost track of time. Yeah. I did not put the orange this cap over the man's face before I spattered. You're right, I should have. Because he's got some nice orange polka dots. But it's wet enough that I could probably wipe a lot of it off. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, you're welcome. You are welcome. So now I'm going to add some of this yellow thread and I'm going to stitch it down. So it's going to take me a while to thread the needle. So while that's drying a little bit, we'll do that. East Coast of Manitoba. Ontario can be brutal. I don't know about farther east. If you look, we have a weather thing, Environment Canada. It is run by the government and it gives you the weather across the country. It also gives you the air quality. So it gives you the current temperature, what you could be expecting. It's a weather thing. So you can always check where you are and see what the smoke levels are at. See, in Manitoba, we are a reasonably big province. We only have 3 stations that monitor the air quality. One is in Winnipeg, one is in Brandon, and the other is in Flin Flon. So there's like 300 miles between Winnipeg and Brandon, and Flin Flon is what, 600-700 miles away? Jan, do you know? It's far. So, and it gives you the rating, like 1 to 3 is low risk, 4 to 7 is moderate risk, and it'll give you kind of like things that you shouldn't be doing in those kinds of air quality statements. So, like I say, we've got an air purifier. You can buy those air purifiers that you plug in your house and it purifies the air. We have a small one that we've got that we can run in our car. It plugs into a regular household plug in our car, but I mean our car is newer, and then we just keep the air on recycle on the dash and that on, and it's not bad for me breathing wise. Like I said, I managed to do the grocery shopping today. But I mean, I wouldn't want to be hiking out in that. I could go and meander around my yard nice and slow, but I wouldn't be able to push a lawnmower or anything. You know what I mean? And right now it says it's a 4. It was supposed to be a 3 in Winnipeg, which is 25 miles from here. Not even. Um, but it's different in the city because they're closed in and we've got the wide open. So I always find that it's worse out here than in the city. I mean, if we were going to be taking Ron's old truck to do the groceries and things, I wouldn't be able to do it. But with the new vehicle, it's not that bad. And I mean, he dropped me right off at the door when we got there. I walked out to the vehicle when we were putting the groceries in because I could see it from the door. I didn't think it was that far. Then we made two other stops, like at the butcher and at the bakery. Okay. Yay! I got it threaded. The paint is still wet. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, there is. There's also like a smoke map as well, a wildfire smoke map. So it gives you, like, if you zoom in onto the area, it'll show you the wind pattern and the smoke expected and the strength of it in the next few days. People keep wanting to eat. Of course they do. Of course they do. Okay, so I've got this yellow thread. I kind of have an idea of what I want to do with it. I'm just going to tie a knot at the back. And I'm going to have to be very careful because this is just magazine paper. So it's very, very flimsy, right? So I'm thinking what I want to do. I am going to have to sharpen up around the eyes a little bit. Do a bit of outlining and stuff around the eyes. So I want to go kind of between the eyes. So she's kind of thinking. Kind of thinking. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm just going to have a couple of ideas. Okay. We're going to do just a little bit of weaving, I think, in various places. All right, come on, through the hole. Yeah. I could get Ron to send me the links because he's always looking at that stuff to see, if I'm going to be able to get out of the house. I was so excited to get out of the house today. You have no idea. It was crazy how happy I was. Probably should have put a piece of tape on the back. Because you can't really pull snug. Or if you do, you have to be really gentle. Yeah, we used to. I've got a 20-year-old grandson that is the same way, and he works construction. So when I've got all the family here, it's amazing how few leftovers I have when I've got everybody over. But if I just have my grandson and his partner here, I always make enough that they can have leftovers to take home. Some pre-poking holes is what I'm doing. I mean, I can just go on his computer and look as well. Like, that's not a problem. Can you see that yellow stitching? So now I'm going to weave, just light weave. And I'm going to do this in a couple of more places. Jan, I sent you that picture I was supposed to send you. I don't know when. And I laughed because it's not that I didn't remember that I was supposed to send it to you. I just couldn't find the book that it was in. Because we know that's how it goes. Now I remember why I don't wear my rings when I do fiber work. Constantly getting stuck. Can you see it better now? The weave? Can you see the weave? There you go. And because these, I don't know, these are the weft, no, warp, whatever. One of the ways, because the stitches are so big, they're kind of loose. And you can see down here where it's kind of pulled a little bit. I should probably put a little bit of tape on those edges to hold them. Once they're glued down, it will be okay. Oh, fuzzy, 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 fuzzy. There we go. Oh, good. Yeah, I snapped a quick photo. So we were talking earlier. Um, I came across a really interesting little reel on Instagram, and I sent it to a few people. What the reel was is the artist took an old cassette tape and pulled the tape out, like you know how we used to do, and then have or the machine would do, and we'd roll it back up using a pencil. Anyway, pulled out a whole bunch of the tape, and on the tape drew a little bookshelf. books going this way, books going that way, stack. Oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect, Sherry. Enjoy. Yeah, it's not that bad right now. Not that bad breathing wise right now. So anyway, they had this bookshelf. They drew a bookshelf along the tape and filled it in with black at the top. Rolled it back up and labeled it books on tape. Well, I don't have any old cassettes down here. I don't even know if I've got any upstairs aside from the one that was my father's roast at his retirement. And I think we have one from Ron's grandmother. Um, so basically, those are the only cassettes we have left. So I wasn't about to take those apart and play with them. So I just did it on a 3/4 inch piece of paper, and I did a little wee bookshelf. Now, if you were doing it on the tape, the tape's what, a 1/4 inch tall? I don't have the dexterity or anything to, I know it's blurry. So anyway, I colored them all in. You just draw little rectangles, color them in. They didn't write on every spine. Of course, I wrote on every spine. They didn't use pencil crayons to color them in. They were using micron pens for it all. But I thought, how fun is that? So I want to do 3 or 4 of them. And then I'm going to copy them so that I can just um, photocopy them and print them whenever I want. It was fun. It was fun. It was a very, very cute video. Talk about patience of a saint. I've got patience, but I don't know that I would be able to do an entire bookshelf on, uh, you know. All right. I'm going to consider this little thread weaving between her eyes done. I'm going to do one here and one down here. So I'm going to gently, gently tie a knot at the back here. Really trying hard not to pull the stitching because the paper is so thin. Think I should use a different color thread for the next one? Or just the yellow? As I say, I'm going to clean up these eyes just a little bit. Yeah, that's just it. You know, like when I'm playing here, I hope I'm just inspiring you guys to play something. You don't necessarily need to do what I do, but maybe I'm doing something that's going to tweak you into doing it your way. So this prompt list, I am going to add into the description box once I'm done streaming. It would help if you tied those knots one on top of each other. Yeah. So it will be in the description box if anybody wants to try it. I might do another one with a different focal image. Same prompts, just do it another way. I could stitch around her eyes for sure, maybe with a black. Or I could even, remember when I snickered and said, oh, I have an idea? I have orange eyelash yarn. I could give her orange eyelashes. I don't know. Or blue. I remember when I was doing those little faces, right? And I cut along the tops of the eyebrows and under the nose, and I poked yarn through and then fuzzed it out so that they had big, bushy, black eyebrows and mustaches. I could do something like that. like that. It's really hard to see your needle holes in text. That was fun. And I mean, I could add more blingy stuff. This could just be the base, right? And I can just work on it and add other things. Blue eyelashes. Interesting. And what should the blue eyelashes be done with? Yeah. But if I put blue eyelashes on them, um, they'll definitely be the focal point because I'll do a really bright blue of some sort. Miss E, what should they be done with? I'm curious as to what you think. Curious, curious. Pencil crayons. Pencil. Okay. I can do that. Oh, what? What? No, I didn't leave it. I just overlapped. Not acceptable. Not acceptable. So I will put that there. I will do those eyelashes right now. Grab the pencil crayons from over here. And we'll hope that they work on the paint. I'm going to use this very dark blue. And these are metallic pencil crayons. I've been going on a spending spree lately. I've been really, really bad, guys. I bought the pencil crayons. I bought that cutter. I love that cutter, by the way. I got that cardstock. Then somebody from my group messaged saying that Yoo-Hoo glue sticks are on sale on Amazon. Regular four something for $1.73 or 41% off anyway. So everybody was ordering that. So I ordered some glue sticks. I ordered extra blades for the cutter. And I'm still waiting for that reinforcement punch. Oh no. Okay, that doesn't work on here. Does not work on there. Where is that blue metallic? We'll do that one. Can't see them, but I can see them. There we go. I tried. You write Canadian now? Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I tried the pencil crayons. I did. Um, and we can always give her a little bit of blue eyeshadow. Is this pencil crayon going to work on there? Not really. It was a glossy paper that I cut those eyes out of. I might have to just use a regular blue marker. I think I still may need to outline it in black, which is okay. You still haven't found that cutter? I was playing with it. Now I want to make a whole bunch of circular pages for some journals. You know, yep. I just have too many things I want to do and not enough time. After the stream, I'm hoping that I can go out into the yard and see my flowers up close and personal and pull some of those weeds that are choking them. Yes, that's how I pack everything. I am a mover's nightmare. Although I do things like I take my dishes and I put them in a stack and I wrap them with packing tape so that I don't have to wrap them individually. Yeah. And I will pallet wrap the dresser drawers. I hate moving. Can you tell? Okay. This is going to be touchy. Nice little knot here. So what kind of jewelry are the kids making? Oh, yeah. Well, we tried. We tried to do a knot. Tried to do a knot. We're struggling here. Ollie, we're struggling, Ollie. Should have done one last weaving stitch. Well, we're going to be putting glue on those anyway. What are you doing? My goodness, these scissors aren't even cutting the thread. Time to go to Dollarama and get some new scissors. Yeah. Oh, I don't worry about the size glue. Oh, they're done with jewelry? Okay, I've got two weaving things happening. There, you can see them. I'm going to do another one up here. Yeah, packing tape and bubble wrap. Well, it just makes sense to me, you know? It takes up a lot less room too, because then I just put it in the box with the towels, like the big plates go in the box with the towels, so they're in amongst the towels. It works. Do not follow me for household tips. Oh, come on. I do have a needle threader, or six. I'm just trying to be tough here and it's not working. Whine, whine, whine. I even know where it was. Yeah, it's clear enough today. I did a load of laundry last night because it was okay. So I want to get the rest of my laundry done today. And I want to go and pull some weeds and things like that before the rain starts. They're calling for rain, but it's only a 30% chance, which means we're not going to get any. That's been my experience, anyways, because they lie. Maybe I'll take pictures of all the flowers I planted in pots on my deck. My deck is beautiful with all the flowers on it. I can see it from the kitchen window if I stand on my tippy toes. I can look out the deck door and see them, but it's not quite the same. Oh, you didn't want to do that. Silly. Not thinking. Not thinking at all. Now I've got a big mess. And a knot. Please don't be a knot. You know, Kim wasn't thinking. She's just too busy chatting. Okay, we'll pull this one out. Nope. One of you has to go. There we go. There we go. Ah, oh, comic relief today, guys. Guess my mind's on too many different things because when the smoke is so heavy, don't want to run the dryer because it sucks in the smoky air. So my laundry is backed up. My weeds are really high. So much I want to do. So much, so much. And so I apologize to you guys because I am really scatterbrained here today. Yeah, my deck flowers are stunning. I think I've missed most of my lilies. But maybe I'll see what I've got out there that I can take pictures of. I also really need to get my mural redone out there, but I can't do it when it's smoky, and I can't do it when it's too windy because the paint dries too fast. So we will need to My older daughter said she would come and redo my mural for me, but she's so busy. They just bought a property. They're going to be building a house, so they're clearing bush and stuff every weekend. And she works full time. So I don't think it's too fair for me to ask her to come and, like, I asked her if she would do it, and she said, sure. Now I'm kind of double thinking, guessing myself, thinking, yeah, she doesn't have time. Why would you ask her such a thing? It's kind of funny because my neighbor has young grandchildren, and when they go out for a walk, they always phone first to see if they come and look at the mural. And I miss being able to go out and talk to the kids about it and get them to tell me a story about it. Miss it. Miss it. This smoke is just killing my life. But bright side. Look on the bright side. I have never had to be evacuated, and I will never have to be evacuated from the fires because we're not in the bush. Not in the bush, so don't have to worry about it. Oh, she loves my project? Oh, thanks. Thanks, sweetheart. Yeah, the weeds and stuff will be there when I'm ready. Oh, that one's really loose. It's okay. It's okay. See, if you don't know what you want to build, Miss E, you can just get people to give you ideas, a prompt. What color should I use? Should I use a circle or a square? And then you do it, and it's fun. Well, it's going to be getting glued soon anyway. It's over. So we go under this time. Under, over, under, over, under. They don't write me a story about my mural, but I asked them to tell me a story about one of the characters, or, you know, like that gnome I've got with the book that is titled How to Bore Your Dragon, and then I've got the dragons listening. Um, what kind of story do you think would bore a dragon and make him fall asleep? What kind of bedtime story would you tell a dragon? Things like that. Things like that. There. The thread really added the finishing touches. I'm just going to outline those eyes with black, give them a little bit of crisping up. I think there is a picture of it somewhere in Meet Your Creativity. I would love it if your kids would tell me a story, what they think's happening there. I like doing like weaving stitches like that, especially on a really, really thin piece of paper like the magazine, where you have to be careful that it's not pulling too much. Okay, let's take that black gel pen and let's do these eyes. We're going to go that. Definitely sharpened it up. Quite happy with that. I think I need to go just beside the blue with the black. Just so the blue's still there. The black is just beside it. Makes a very big difference. See, you can still see the blue. Have them write the next chapter of the mural story. If they would like to do that, that would be awesome. What? He isn't interested in dishes or vacuuming? No, no, no. And asking for petting too, my goodness. Mind you, he probably purrs, and that's pretty healing. Cats purrs a healing frequency, evidently. Now we can go over those again with the blue. Don't know who that dude is or what he's doing on my picture, but we got this dude. Some strange man. And by doing this, it tones the black down just a little bit. Got a lot of clumpy stuff here, but that's okay. It kind of goes like this, which is just fine. Although I would like to redo those gold lines on the swords. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry, Anne. You know how much time you spent with them. There. So I just did the gold blink. See, around the eyes, that's not gold, that's silver. That's really weird. So I'm going over the silver with the gold. So it's actually what it's doing is just putting a four cats. Wow. Oh, where I drew that cat. You know what, Anne? Since I'm going to be sending Milo that package, I actually just taught that at my Sunday group, and I made little kits for making them. And I just came across the little kits, and I thought, oh, what are you going to do with these? I can send them to you. I will find them. And they're just in little envelope things. So basically, what it is in the kit, you get the head and you get the body. And then you get bits of paper that you can cut out to do the ears, the eyes, the whisker pad, and the paws, right? Because it's all collaged. They're all cut and glued together, right? So in the kit, you get... Oh, I need them. I need that, and I put them, I don't know where. There they are. No. Yes. Yes. Okay. So, you get these instruction things in the kit. And the instruction thing, it gives you, there's a roll model, a complete pattern. And in the little envelope, there are all the pieces. Then you get this piece of paper, and it's got the instructions, glue the head to the body, blah, 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 right? So then you've already got the head, you've got the body, and it says tail cut one. These are just suggestions of how you would cut them. Hey, nice to see you, Liz. So then you wouldn't, this is just a clue on how to do it. Then there's 3 different kinds of eyes. So you do it on a folded piece of paper, right? The whisker pads as well, folded piece of paper. The line in the middle is the fold so that you get them equal. I could send you a digital copy for sure. For sure. So then you glue them down. It's got the rules, recipe, right? And then same thing with the front paws, the ears, and the legs. So yeah, I can definitely send you a digital copy of the things. And the body and head is just a 2-inch circle and a 1-inch circle. So easy peasy. And the directions just kind of tell you how to, I can even just take a picture of it and send it to you right now. I will do that. And then you're going to have wonky chunks all over the place. So the ladies in the group, a lot of them actually, took the tail and put it out the sides. So they're standing and they've got the tail out. They're very cute like that. I've always done it this way because I usually have the head lowered down so it looks like he's leaning on his front paws and he's got his bum up in the air, right? So, and of course you can put the head so that the ears, he's kind of got ears, his head's kind of twisted. But it's easy, like do a cat swap. One guy, oh yeah, somebody else asked if I wanted to do a Twinchy swap. Oh, okay. A fun challenge and meet your creativity? Yes, I will put this pattern in Meet Your Creativity, and I will ask who wants to swaps, and then I'll pair you guys up, and you can send each other a cat. Don't add anything else in the envelope, because if you're sending from Canada to the States, we're going to have to pay parcel prices, right? But I will definitely put, because I've got, and they all have their own character, right? These cats, depending on how you do their eyes and their whisker pads, and what kind of paper you use. I just use painty paper. I could make a cat monster with that. We did monsters yesterday. Oh, and I struggled. It was brutal. It was brutal. Because, I usually just do blind painting. Well, I cut them. And so I've got these goofy monsters. And I really struggled, really, making them into monster. It was rough. It was a rough stream yesterday. But yes, I will put this in Meet Your Creativity. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So what I will do, and Jan, you could do it with Fiona too. I'm sure she would love to do some cats. Oh yeah, cat bits. Well, like I was saying, I was cleaning my desk, and while I was cleaning my desk, I found my little page tab cat that, you know, so it's like, he's little, he's got to go in a little book. You know. Yes. So I will take a picture of this. And the directions, and then you guys can try them out. And if you need any explanation, please tag me, please message me. I'm glad to help. Use your painty papers, use magazine pages, use whatever you've got. It will be really interesting to see, because the papers that I used in the kits, I just printed out some of my background stuff that I scan in, some of my gel prints. So they all had the same bodies and heads. It was just the tails and paws and stuff. Monsters, birds, and bits for my patterns and fun. That could be fun. Hey, Lisa, nice to see you. Yeah, you know what? I'm really seriously thinking about changing my channel name to Bits and Bobs or something, or Scrap Along with Me. I don't know. Okay. I will definitely send yours in Messenger so that you can just snag and print. Hugs to you and your daughter and grandgirl. Big smooch from Auntie. That could be fun. Monsters, birds, and bits. The thing, though, is I don't know if I could do that. Maybe I just need to do this kind of thing and post it and Meet Your Creativity. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Don't know. Lisa and Liz, today was a prompt day. So I did 10 prompts, and I want to do it on a 4x6 because I have to do 4x6-inch postcards. So this is going to be one of the postcards. So it's a 10 prompt. And so I started with the magazine image at the back. I don't know if you can see the train under the paint, but there is a train because I have lots of train magazines. And then my focal point was eyes, like these eyes that I cut out of the magazine. So that was prompt number 1, was the focal image. Number 2 was marks. I don't know if you can see those black lines under there. Those were our marks. 3 was book page. So I've got book page in the corners. Bling. So I used gold metallic. So I did around the eyes and the corners. 5 was red circles. 6 was green paint. Those of you who really know me know I absolutely detest green and red together. I just don't. So that was fun. I did it. It was fun. Something blue. So I used blue metallic marker, and she got eyelashes and a little bit of enhancement around the circles. Orange spatter. I forgot to do that, and I put the man on first because there was supposed to be a man standing beside the train. It would have been better if they were closer to. It doesn't matter. I did them in order. Except for the spatter, I goofed, right? And then thread stringer yarn. So I stitched and wove some thread, yellow thread down. So then I just outlined the eyes and enhanced them that little bit so that they were a little bit punchier. Well, I like using scrap elements. I really, really like using scrap elements because we always have so much of them. They don't go anywhere, they just multiply. Because, I mean, you'll take a piece this size, you'll cut a hunk off, and then you've got another scrap. What are you going to, like, come on. They just, they're like rabbits in odd socks. Where there's one, there's a bazillion. Thanks, Lisa. I am going to put the prompt list down below in the chat, and I am going to post that and also put the prompts there. And I asked each of the ladies who were here for the prompts. Anne has her grandkids with her, so they helped with the prompts as well. So this was really a community effort. Odd socks, they are laundry seeds, are they not? You get one in your laundry hamper. The next time you look in your hamper, it's full. And you always have like 2 or 3 odd socks. I don't understand. I really don't understand. When my kids were little, I actually had 82 odd socks. It got to the point where I would just leave them in the laundry basket. And I wouldn't even match socks anymore. My kids to this day wear odd socks. Yes, I am a horrible mother. No, I do not care. They are contributing members of society with a few foibles. You know. But yeah, odd socks are just brutal. Okay, so we've decided that we're going to do a cat swap. This kind of cat, my wonky chunks. I have developed a kit kind of thing for them. Yeah, dog toys work great out of odd socks. They really do. So I am going to post the directions in Meet Your Creativity. So, and basically you start with a 2-inch circle and a 1-inch circle. So that face, the head is 1 inch, the body is 2-inch. And then I've got a drawn thing for basic shapes for cutting out for doing like the whisker pads and stuff. So you can see the whisker pads that are on here, they're different shapes, you know, that one, and then you've got the big round or just the round, right? Different shaped eyes. They too are kind of drawn at the bottom, you know, on this page. So you do whatever you feel like. There's a list of the order to put them together in, you know, glue head to body, cut the following from very different colored paper. Do it your way. Because I put the kits together with little bits of white for the eyes, etc. That's why it's specifically cut eyes from white. You know. So this will be, I'll post a picture of this in the Meet Your Creativity. Where there's a line between, that means cut on fold. So if you had your white piece of paper, and we all know Kim lops off just a hunk, right? You don't need anything big. You need a piece about this size, right? So then you fold it in half. You can fold it in half lengthwise. You can fold it in half hot dog or hamburger. I don't care. Fold it however you feel like it. Just remember, if you fold it the long way, it's going to be harder to manipulate, right? So then you're going to cut out a pair of eyes. So starting at the fold, you do an eye shape, right? And then you go back to the fold, and there you have your eyes for the cat, right? So, of course, then you would have to color the eyes however you want. Same thing with the whisker pads. There are different shapes for whisker pads. You don't have to cut 3 whisker pads. Choose what kind of shape. It's just hints. It's just hints. So then it'll say, draw the nose, mouth, and whiskers. So simple. You do a blob at the top of the whisker pad. It could be a heart. A lot of people actually cut out little tiny hearts and glued them down. and then did the little mouth. You could have a little tongue hanging out if you so wanted, right? Just draw a little pink tongue. Up to you. Up to you. Draw some freckles, some whiskers, front paws. Don't forget to draw the toes on. Hind paws. I do fold the paper in half just so the hind paws match. So again, you would have a piece of paper. Let's find something a little bit. I'll use this, right? This one I would probably fold hot dog style, just because. And I always start at the paw. So you go in towards the fold. You go out. So you've got a shape like this. Now you have to cut down the middle because you can have one on either side of the cat, right? So then that just, you open them up, and that's what goes behind as the, and you trim it down however, so it fits your cat. So again, these are just the shapes that I use. I don't measure. I wobble cut everything. And so then what we're going to do is we're going to make some cats, and then you just kind of message and say cats are made or whatever, and we will do a trade for cats. We will do a swap. The only rule being is the only thing that goes in the envelope is the cat. Or if you're trading two cats, two cats. The reason being is people in Canada, if we're mailing down to you guys and they feel it does not feel like a greeting card or just a letter kind of thing, they will charge us postage for parcel. So that's why I don't send anything south anymore. So yeah, these will just be in the, I will pin it to the top, and I'll just call it cat swap. So there'll be this picture. As I say, just these lines are cut on folds. And kind of the order to put them together in, and I will send a picture of a wonky chunk. You bought it, but that's what I did with Ron. I just buy mass packs of one kind of sock. That works. That works. All right, guys, it's been 2 hours. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. Thank you guys for the prompts. Again, I am going to list the prompts down in the description box. I will also post it, Meet Your Creativity, with a picture, maybe in the community tab here, just in case anybody wants to try doing a prompt. And I would love to see how you interpret and do, right? So, everybody in the chat, thank you so much. I really appreciate everything. Thank you, Evangeline. Thank you. And I will be sending an envelope out to Milo very shortly. Yeah, I'm heading out right away. I hear that Ron's got the, he just turned on the hose, so I don't know if he's watering flowers or whatever, but I heard the hose turn on. So I'm going to go outside before I do any more here because I really need to get out in the fresh air. Hugs to each and every one of you. Teresa, if you're semi-conscious and listening, I'm thinking about you, sending you positive thoughts. Everybody up in the balcony, I appreciate you guys too. I'm glad you didn't throw popcorn or peanuts. Definitely not peanuts. And anybody who watches replay, thanks. Take care, each and every one of you. Big hugs. And I will see you on Sunday because it is the second Sunday of the month. And I will remember and I will be here. Hugs, guys. Thanks. Bye.